Matt Hardy. Thank you for watching the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast. My name is Ant, and apologies for that. I was filming on the wrong video. Hope you are all doing well, and thank you, Kobe, for coming online to tell me that I was actually recording on the live video because I'm a plonker. Hello to everyone in chat. We've got Jack, we've got Scott, we've got Kobe. Nice to see you all. Jack says the Thunderdome is going to be the solution to all of WWE's problems. I think they think it is, and I don't really think it is. But we'll see how it goes. It's quite exciting. So the WWE released a preview of it earlier today that was really, really good. Lots of fireworks, lots of production in it. So I can't wait to see how it turns out, to be perfectly honest. Who else is in chat? Keela Thomas. Hey, guys. Hey, man. Hope you're okay. Or lady. Hope all is good. Ryback says, stupid idiot, says Kobe. Kobe has made it to 100 subscribers. Congratulations, dude. I was really pleased for you this morning when I saw your message as soon as I got up at 6:30 in the morning. Kayla's retracted a message. Awesome. Yeah, so it's just me here tonight. Obviously, Dom's doing some work. He's got an assignment that needs to be in at the end of this weekend, so he needs to really focus on that. So hope that's okay that it's just me tonight. We're about 15 minutes away from Smackdown, the Thunderdome. Is it going to be Thunderclap or Thundercrap? Who knows? But there's the tagline for the review when it goes live later, which I need to reset up. Damn. Do you think Retribution is going to be here tonight? I hope not. And the reason I hope not is because I think that the production looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic what they've done. Clearly it's going to be in for a while, and you couldn't just do this on sort of a one day and then tear it down type thing. So, great. Wonderful in terms of that. One way to ruin that production is to have Retribution playing around with all the sort of tech and stuff. So, it'd be a stop of that story. But actually, I don't think that's a good idea, personally. But we'll see. They might do something clever with it. Who knows? It might just be Retribution attacking or flipping over a car or leaving some poo in a brown paper bag on someone's door. Throwing some toilet roll at Braun Strowman, something like that. That's generally what we get, isn't it? Keela says they hate Retribution. Yeah, I don't think anyone's a fan, dude. They're being booked really strangely, so we will see where they go. Didn't see the new pyrotechnic. Look forward to. Okay, so you didn't see it on the WWE YouTube. I did share it on our Twitter. It looks great, but it'll be a nice surprise as well in about 13 minutes, so you might as well just wait until then. I also think you should stay away from gimmicks, and this is part of the reason I say to stay away from Retribution, because I'd like to see Alexa Bliss using the video screens on Sunday night at SummerSlam. Something like she takes over all of the screens and reminds either Braun or Bray or whoever's defeating the other one what they had, and that causes the other person to win. That sort of seems to make sense to me. And whether you turn Alexa Bliss into not Sister Abigail, because no physical incarnation of Sister Abigail will do the role justice, you could turn her into Twisted Bliss and have her be the sidekick to The Fiend, and then going forward have him in a feud with Mandy and Otis, because at some point Otis is going to cash that Money in the Bank in. He can lose every match that he has against The Fiend, but at least we've got some sort of establishment of story there that the good can't overcome the evil. If you're going to have The Fiend win, I think the sensible thing to do, and I've said this a lot, is not to give The Fiend a title, because The Fiend should never have a title. He should go against... He should lose against Braun due to Alexa interfering. Braun pushing Alexa away was something that the new would work on together. Oh, we might get a kiss at some time or something. Ooh, or a high five. A high five's cool. and then go straight into because what that does is it makes Braun look more intelligent than he is, and he's sort of becoming this monster, which is great. But at the same time, an intelligent monster is even more dangerous than just Braun, get these hands. So hopefully, we've got 6 people watching. Thanks ever so much, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button. Are you all looking forward to tonight? Are you looking forward to the Thunderdome? I am. I'm interested to see how it works, and I think that the production looks a lot better, and the Performance Center has got really stale, let's be honest. Retribution will reveal at least one member at SummerSlam, says Jack. Hopefully. I mean, that sort of makes sense. I really hope that they do, to sort of further that story on, because at the minute, the biggest problem with Retribution is we have no idea what they're doing or why they're doing it or anything like that. So if you was to actually just go in and do that, then actually we could get some interesting stories coming out and we could understand what's going on. Janelle says, hey, man. Hope all is good with you, my friend. Scott Frame says, I want Retribution to win all the titles. Oh, wait. They could have a 24/7 title if they want. No one cares about that, do they? Maybe it's R-Truth in Retribution. I mean, the pranks have been pulling. It doesn't make sense to be R-Truth. I'll enjoy lots of Alexa Bliss on the Thunderdome. Yeah, I think doing something... It seems quite early, even to do it at SummerSlam, to have someone take over the cameras or that sort of gimmick. But it makes sense for this story. You know, and you can do something. You're not doing a cinematic match at SummerSlam, so give us this real sort of iconic moment where either Braun manages to fool the Fiend, who follows his heart and instead rages out and never lets anyone close to him again because he's been fooled once by it. I think there's a lot of interesting stories that can come out of that. And for me, having Alexa Bliss involved, if he was going to give it to the Fiend at SummerSlam, why would you get Alexa Bliss involved? There'd be no need to, would there? Whereas if they were going to swerve it the other way, you'll never see it coming. SummerSlam. Then you could go that way. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what happens, I think. My dream match, says Keelia, is Nia Jax versus Tamina. I mean, I think we've seen it, haven't we? They was in a tag team for a while together. Certainly not my dream match. I don't want to see Nia Jax hurt anyone. Even Tamina's not invincible. The Thunderdome looks like the Guess Who board game. It does a little bit. But there's got to be some funny stuff that happens tonight. There's got to be someone with an AEW shirt. There's got to be someone that gets the penis out. Something like that. It'll happen. Mr. Wrestling Hands is here, and he is telling us that he smells Dark Order. The influence on the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome. The University of the Dark Order. Wow. Nice to see you, Mr. Wrestling Hands. Thanks for joining us, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm quite excited by it. Imagine if Evil Uno's face appeared on all of the cameras. That'd be great. Or someone puts on an Evil Uno mask halfway through. Mr. Wrestling Hands, you should definitely try and get yourself on this Thunderdome taping. I know it was very difficult to do, but they're going to carry on doing it over the next few weeks. So try and get yourself on one, and I can't wait for you to put your hand up so that everyone can notice you. Then reveal the Dark Order afterwards. That'd be great. I look forward to it. There's going to be so many people goofing about with it. There's got to be. You just would, wouldn't you? And WWE will have one person watching every stream of every person that's coming in. Just what happened. I wonder if there's going to be technical issues tonight. I think it's good that they've put it on prior to SummerSlam to sort of iron out all these sort of difficulties, but we will see what's happening. Alex Waves. Hello, Alex. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend. Hope you are looking forward to the Thunderdome tonight, and I hope you can stick with us if you can. Jack says they are doing it as they are naughty boys. Yes, they are, and they all deserve to be grounded. That naughty retribution. Janelle Jackson. They have to have Bray Wyatt go after someone. Brad Spillman, I'm guessing that's Braun Strowman, he used to care about. Yeah, but also, Janelle, like, the Fiend has already achieved his objective with Braun, hasn't he? He's turned him into the monster, which is all that the Fiend wanted, in theory. So maybe a bit like Batman, with the Joker. the Joker, being the Fiend, has already won because he's made Braun Strowman go further than he ever has before. Could be a story, could be interesting, and I think that's the sort of character you could do something like that with. We will see. Alex says hello to Kobe about wrestling. That's awesome that you're all saying hello to each other. I'm on watching for people making fun of it. Indeed, man. People should just be having a laugh with it. They really should. Andrew2980, react to the match. This is boring. Well, there's no match to react to right now, Andrew. I'm afraid. I'm just talking right now, but thanks for joining us. Mr. Wrestling Hands, I already know there are going to be some people that are going to flash the ding-dongs on TV because that fanboy's for you. Indeed, it should happen. It's going to happen. It's going to be hilarious as well, to be perfectly honest, and see how WWE deal with that on Fox. I'm assuming that's already happened in NBA and stuff like that. I know there was a guy that fell asleep, but I'm sure there's been some weird stuff in that. Alex Smith, Joker 2019 was such a great movie. It had me hooked in every scene. Dude, Joker's an awesome movie, man. Joaquin Phoenix did an awesome job of it in that movie. Really enjoyed it, dude. The Fiend needs to beat Lesnar to become truly immortal. Yeah, I'd go for that. I'd quite happily watch The Fiend and Brock Lesnar go against each other. Just don't do it for any title. It doesn't need to be about any title. That's a match that we'd enjoy watching without it being for a title. If a title's involved, who's going to win that match? The fans? Not really, because I really... Maybe I'm biased. I just don't want to see The Fiend with a title. He should be chasing people. He should be changing people. That should be The Fiend's objective, not going around saying, come and fight me. When does the match start on WWE, Andrew2980? The WWE matches will start in about 5 minutes, dude. We won't be showing them on the channel, though, I'm afraid. It's just me watching along and reacting to it. So, yeah, but you can always find a place to watch it, I'm sure. I agree, Alex, says Kobe. Yeah, it is a great movie, man. Did you see the Vince take the Gronk spot? Respect, says Alice. Yes, I did. It was awesome. It was Vince saying, don't be such a pussy, just jump off. Here, I'll show you how it's done. It was hilarious, man. It didn't make Gronk look very good, though, did it? Because he obviously had a contract for the WWE and then decided to go back and play football, so went back to that. Quite interesting. Kobe talks about wrestling, says, yes, I did. I didn't know that Vince did Shawn Michaels' Mania 12 entrance. No, they did show a clip of that as well. I've never seen that clip before. That was awesome. And you know, think what you like about Vince and stuff like that. It is great that he'll sort of do the spots before the wrestlers do them, you know, and do anything that the wrestlers would have to be asked to do. I think that's great. Cool, we're about 4 minutes away now. Vince is crazy. Andrew2980 says, for copyright reasons. Yeah, that's why, dude, but you're more than happy to stay and have a chat with us. It's cool. Basically, we just talk about the show as it's going on, probably complain about it, see if it's thunderclap or thundercrap. Vince is crazy. He is. Not seen it yet. The cinema I work in was showing it too. What, is that the Joker movie, Jack? It's really worth watching, dude. You should definitely watch it. I imagine the numbers for Smackdown are going to be up tonight. I mean, I don't know how much Fox have been promoting this new sort of look show, but I think wrestling fans are interested. And like I say, what WWE put on the YouTube earlier on today, which, again, I assume most of you have seen, was outstanding. It looks really cool. So hopefully see the pyros back, you know, and doing that. And it's always quite interesting, isn't it, to see who they're giving pyro to, who they're not giving pyro to, and that sort of stuff. So we will see what happened. Vince and Bruce Pritchard did the Shawn entrance for WrestleMania 12. Did Bruce Pritchard do it as well? I'd have to go back and listen to his podcast. I assume that's where he brought it up. That's really cool, though. If you haven't seen that segment, Jack, I strongly advise going to check it. It's on the YouTube, the Gronk doing the dive. I think it's one of the 24 episodes for the WrestleMania 36, which I'm quite interested in because it was a bit of a weird WrestleMania, wasn't it? Obviously, they didn't have any crowd, and it was all sort of fresh at the start of this virus. I mean, I know they'd had matches in the Performance Center, but there's still a lot of questions as to how it was going to look, what they was going to do, and stuff like that. So I think that'd be quite interesting. obviously it's always nice when they've got the interviews with the wrestlers and stuff like that as well. And that's what WWE do really well. They make documentaries. They're no good at wrestling anymore, but they make really great documentaries. Numbers will be up, but the numbers will be soft. Yes. I think the numbers will be up tonight. I think people are looking forward to it. I mean, I assume that's why most of you guys are watching it, because you're looking forward to seeing how it looks, you know? We'll see. The problem is, if they can't grip people with stories, people won't stay because the building looks better. That's not the sort of be-all and end-all of it, you know? SummerSlam 92 and 2002, in my view, are the best ones WWE has done. 92, man. 92 rocks. 92 was obviously the only Big Four the Big Four out of WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble that ever took place in the UK, and that crowd was on fire for that. Actually, there's a match earlier on in the card on it, which was the main title match, which was Undertaker and Macho Man, and it pales in comparison to the main event of Bret Hart and Bulldog. And actually, there's some really interesting stories in that as well, because Bulldog was so nervous, he forgot the match. He forgot everything that they'd laid out, and Bret really had to carry him through that, which is part of the reason I love it so much, because it's awesome to rewatch for that. Rock and roll. Andrew says, I hope Braun Strowman can be Universal Champion for 350 days. He's been champion for 140 days. I mean, I don't think he will. I think they're gonna. I'm worried they're gonna take it off him at SummerSlam. I think it'd be nice. Part of the problem is you've got Otis with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and at some point he needs to cash in. And doesn't the briefcase winner need to win this year? Was it Brock last year? Maybe. It feels like a while since we've had sort of a new Money in the Bank, but that's why a winner like cash in successfully. But that's why I'd have Braun beat Fiend, or Fiend beat Braun. You could do Otis and the Fiend and Mandy and Alexa and all them together if that's what you want to do, or the Braun and Fiend. The Braun and Alexa together against Mandy and Otis, depending on which way she's going to swing. And you build up the idea that he can't beat him, and he has to get clever and cash in the Money at the Bank at the right time. And really, I think you want an audience there for that as well. I don't think you necessarily just want to do it on, even though they've got an audience now. That's just my opinion, though. I'm still on adverts at the minute. Is anyone else watching it? We'll see if it goes in a second. Great job. Keep it the good work. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much for dropping in, dude. Feel free to subscribe. We are nearly at 316 subscribers, which is 316, obviously. But it's entirely up to you, dude. As a New England fan, I never want to see Gronk again. I could do without him. I'd live if I never saw Gronk again, to be perfectly honest. I kind of wish The Fiend versus Strowman would be a no-holds-barred. It would just play their strong suits. Yeah, man. I mean, that'd be an interesting stipulation. I think they've got to do something, haven't they? Why isn't it on yet? It's 2 minutes past 1. Is my stream behind? This is going to do my head in if it is. I'll refresh. We'll see what happens. If the stories aren't better, people will tune out and Kevin Dillon will blame the fans. Well, it seems after the last sort of money review thing that they did, the quarterly earnings that they did, WWE is getting questioned a lot on why people aren't watching, and this is their reason to get fans back, I guess. Like I say, I don't think it'll work right now. Sorry, I'm just trying to get mine loaded up. And I'm still on adverts. What is going on? Oh dear. I wonder if it's just behind slightly. Because it's 2 minutes past 1, so I'd assume it'd be on by now. Your stream finds I'm on ads too. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that, man. 7 people watching. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see if the Thunderdome's Thunder Clap or Thunder Crap. That's my tagline for this. I went with it earlier. Really rubbish. Thanks. Carla, welcome, Carla. I think Jeff Hardy will win. I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to it. The Then Now Forever has just appeared. So I'll tell you when it's the end of this, where we've got the WWE logo. So if you are watching in the future, you can press play from there. I'm going to put these in and see if they're working. No, they're not. Fantastic. Let me sort that out. That's the Forever sign there. And there we go. We are at the Thunderdome. Ooh, thundery. One of the other nice things about the arena, the way they've got it set out, is it almost looks like the entrance that they normally have to. Obviously, you've got the AC/DC playing. It's got that similar feel to it with everything sort of coming into the center. I really like it. I think from a design point of view, awesome. And there's the pyro. Nice. Awesome, and the fans go crazy. There's no fans on the screens yet, though. Oh, we've got the weird graphic things. I also wonder if it's 360 all the way around in terms of the fans. Or if they're just going to have... What are they going to do with the front row of the hard camera side? We're going to find out in a minute. Thank you all so much for joining. This is awesome. Alex, do you think Alistair will turn heel and will become a disciple of Seth Rollins? Oh, it's Vince. Vince is out. This is mad. Oh, you'll never see it coming, guys. That's Vince told us. Oh, what? We're going straight into a Fiend section. By the way, the Fiend shouldn't do an entrance here. They should definitely be saving that for SummerSlam. Oh, yes! Yes! The Fiend is going to kill Vince. And they're doing the full Fiend entrance. So the fans all go dark when someone's coming out. That's really cool. Lasers are overrated, man. Especially when you can see the dots on the ceiling or something. That's annoying. Really cool. Obviously, we saw the Fiend's entrance for the first time in ages last week as well, which was nice to see. Oh, wow. Video screens, they're awesome. All right, I'm nerding out a little bit here. From a technical point of view, this is impressive. Due to many lasers. Just clear it up, man. Clear it up. Just my opinion. This is interesting, man. I wish Braun Strowman would have beat Brock Lesnar at No Mercy or Crown Jewel. Brock Lesnar and Baron Corbin's fault, indeed. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Braun, Andrew. I think he's really good. When he's built as a monster, when he's built as a smiley, happy dude, it's a bit annoying, but... So the first entrance of Thunderdome, I suppose, is the Fiend. That's a big deal. Vince is just stood there going, yeah, cool. What is it, like teeth across the top? And I can't hear the audio great, because obviously it's on headphones, but... you can hear, like, background noise of fans. But I assume that's just piped in, to be honest. Because you won't be... Would you be sat there? If you was watching WWE Thunderdome, this is a great question for you all. Would you be, like, cheering right now? Would you go, yay! Whoa! Yeah! Would you be singing along with it? I don't know. In your own home? Waking up your neighbours? Oh, he's listening to his hurt and heel hands, which has had nothing to do with his character, because we've had none of that play into anything so far. So the Fiend is going to kill Vince. Okay, so they are using the audience screens as images as well, having the eyes of the Fiend across there. Quite interesting, man. Sorry to not talk to you all, man. I'm just quite interested in what they're doing here. Jeff will win. I knew it. I feel it. I hope so, Carlo. I'd love Jeff to win. I think that'd be great. I think it's going to end in a no contest, to be honest with you. And they're going to announce a match for SummerSlam on Saturday, and would hopefully get to see it again. Oh, come on, don't do the red light thing. My eyes are bleeding. We don't need the red light, man. So when Kane came into WWE, he's dancing with a Fiend. Just do a waltz. And he's sticking his tongue out. In comes Braun. Okay, so we've got the steam. We do need some pyro for Braun as well. Obviously, he's lost his hair because of the swamp. Oh no, dudes. We need pyro for Braun. Come on. Maybe they'll do it as soon as he does the whole Braun thing with his arms in the air. So what happened to Vince? Did Bray teleport Vince out? The Fiend, is this live? Yes, it is, Alex. It is live. It seemed to come on a little bit late. I don't know if that's a problem with Fox or what have you. Highly impressive, but a bit convoluted. Yeah. Give us some pyro for Braun. Yeah, that crowd noise doesn't sound like people in the homes cheering. Braun's door is open. Is he turned into Aleister Black? Oh, the lights are going off. Is this going to be Retribution? What? I hope not. You don't have like a technically impressive feat like this, and then it is Retribution. How did they get into the Thunderdome? The audience doesn't look impressed. Yeah, the piped in noise is doing my head in a bit. Oh, the Fiend waves. So the Fiend is the exalted one of Retribution. Oh, he's teleported himself out of there. Please don't beat up Braun Strowman. Don't beat up Braun Strowman. Let's not kill Braun Strowman. Braun just no. I mean, Big E and Morrison, like, that was bad enough, but not Braun. Oh my word. Oh, everyone's coming out from the locker room, led by Big E. That's quite interesting. Okay, so the face-off that we wanted to see, that was Braun and The Fiend, I thought that was a really big segment, or The Fiend and Vince, another really big idea for a segment. And we actually get none of it. Piped in crowd noise, man. Not a fan. Matt Riddle's in there. Everyone's come out to fight off the kids. Everyone, you're grounded. Dana Brooke is the most devastating one in there. Let's get out, says Retribution. Oh, the Miz has just arrived a bit late. Really late. I'm sorry, I'll get onto your chats. Sorry, I missed loads of what you said. Oh, we've got 316 subscribers, and that's the bottom line. Stone Cold said so. Thanks, man. I need a screenshot of that because I need to. No one else subscribe right now because it'll really upset me if I can't get a screenshot of 316. Oh no! I'm at 317. Thank you. In fact, am I subscribed? Just unsubscribe. As if I missed 316. Gutted. I can't unsubscribe from myself. Damn. Oh, well, thank you so much for everyone that subscribed. I mean, it's a real reaction. Oh, Braun's now ripping off his shirt. Can you see any one of their mouths open? The answer is no, because they just sat watching it in the room. Like, you don't really cheer, do you, in your room, unless you don't want to watch along and you being over the top. Idiot. 10 people watching. Awesome. Thank you very much. Hit that like button and it helps reach more people. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This is awesome. Please let the Thunderdome break tonight. He loves the lightning, does Jack. The Fiend, is this live? Yeah, we said all that. Do you like the Raw Universal Championship for the Smackdown Universal Championship? This is what Andrew says. Well, it's the World Heavyweight Championship on Smackdown. Is that what Braun's got? Probably going to be that silly Fiend bent again soon, to be perfectly honest. Do I like him? No, not really. I don't like the big W. I think it's a bit silly. It doesn't really look like a championship. I like the old winged heavyweight belt. So I prefer a belt that looks like a championship, looks prestigious, as opposed to something that looks like a toy. Just my thoughts. I prefer the new US title, though. I think that looks slightly better. But just my opinion. Great to hear what you guys think. Were entrances always this long? Yeah, they were, dude. It's weird when you haven't got the fans. I think it's I don't think it's the right thing to have the fans off when the people are making the entrances. But what they need to do is they need to take down the brightness of them so they look a lot darker, but we can still sort of see faces reacting to something. Man, no one's reacting to Out, are they? No one reacted to that massive segment so far. Yeah, I would be so excited. Like, hell yeah, is what Carla means. My favorite wrestler, Jeff Hardy, is going to win. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see it at SummerSlam. I think it'd be a really good thing for Jeff. And, you know, Jeff is sort of the second biggest babyface on SmackDown at the minute. We've got a lot of heels, but he's the sort of second biggest babyface next to Braun, obviously. Unless Braun's now heel, and who knows what's going on there. Because that part of the story didn't add anything, did it? Seeing people's walls. Yeah, people's walls. Everyone looks different, don't they? It's a shame WWE can't maybe get some software that'll do what like Skype does. You know, where you can blur the background or add an image to the background. Dom's done that a few times before. Why not do that and have them all like black in the background so that you can just see the outlines of the actual faces and the people? I think that could be. Maybe they tried it and maybe it didn't work. I don't know. So is NXT Raw going to be live as well? I assume so, man. I mean, NXT's not said that it's going into the Thunderdome, Alex. But Raw should be on Monday, so. We'll see. We'll see how they change it up slightly as well. It'd be interesting to see how it evolves. I think actually from first time, I think it looks really cool. Is Retribution beating up on Braun? Yes, they did, Alex. I mean, there was a lot of them, but yeah, they've just beat the champion. They interrupted the champion on Monday, and now they're beating the champion on Friday. And we are back on. With Sheamus and Big E getting in each other's face. Sheamus going to be the leader of Retribution? Sort of makes sense. Is Retribution beating up Braun? Yes. It's doing my head in that the crowd noise is so fake. Dude, Jack, it's exactly the same as they did for the greatest wrestling match ever. And it was one of the things that I can't stand because it's really distracting. Really distracting. Carla hates The Miz. Wow. They've got 250 people max, but a crowd sound of thousands. It's just piped in, dude. Carla says, I hate The Miz. Sorry. I quite like The Miz at times. So does Alex Smith. Seth Morgana says, I unsubscribed. Thank you for unsubscribing, Seth. How many are we at now? I need to hit this 3. Yes, I'm at 316. Let me get a screenshot quickly. I need to share that, don't I, later on Twitter. There we go. Dom will be proud of me. You can subscribe again now, Seth. Thanks, dude. Andrew says subscribe to him, please. Andrew just wants to mess up my 316 gag. Observing Stuff says he likes the beginning so far. Yeah, I think I do. I like the presentation. And it's exciting. It's exciting because of the presentation. But in terms of what just happened in the ring, we had Vince welcome people to the show, which was really cool. We had The Fiend confront him and then do nothing because Braun's music played, who came out with no sort of special entrance, just a sort of steam thing as opposed to having some pyro, which I just think would make sense for the monster. Oh, these people are really excited. They're fighting around the steps and they're just like, oh, has they got a guitar in there? Oh no, and people are moving the cameras as well, so it's just like weird. Sorry, going back into the presentation. Yeah, so Vince, the Fiend confronted Vince. Vince run away. Who knows? Braun come out. The Fiend teleported away. Retribution come out. In terms of story beats, it makes no sense. And that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, it's okay to get as excited by this new visual, but WWE, what they really need to think about and what they really need to improve is the stories. There's a really nice splash on the apron by Big E. I like that. It's nice to see Big E fighting a single star. I know Sheamus was obviously with the bar for ages. Seems to be a couple of screens that are out as well. I assume the people watching this are just watching what we're watching. I would assume. So why have we got everyone else around the ring? Is this so that Retribution don't invade? Well, then they're going to attack the Zebras backstage again or something, aren't they? Let's go to your comments. Jack, I hate the crowd on the Thunderdome. What do you mean the crowd on the Thunderdome? Whereabouts do you mean, Jack? Be a bit more specific. I quite like... I think it's got potential. I don't think it's there yet. For me. Oh, so the crowd noise probably, and it's just still. I mean, really, you could just do this with cardboard cutouts, couldn't you? Let's be honest. Like, we're seeing Sheamus do the Bells of Balor or whatever it's called as. Like, and you're seeing people in the background, but it just looks like a load of photos. In fact, there was a dupe there as well. Some of the screens as well, they've split into 4. Quite interesting. Miz is just talking way too much before his match. He is like, hey, look, the King is here, or some sort of... I'm not a fan of The Miz at all. Sorry, Miz fans. Carla, that's all right, dude. I'm not a fan of other people that I'm sure you will be in the future. That's all good. We all like different people, don't we? And that's what wrestling is, you know? Oh, the lights are going off. Oh, because WWE has this wonderful new production and... we're going to adverts, that's fine. Opera singer in my ear. You're at 316 right now, and that was the bottom line, Seth. Thank you, dude. I do appreciate that. I hate the Universal Championship. I feel it's got no prestige. I love Balor and Owens a champ, but Goldberg and mostly Brock ruined for it. Yeah, it just looks like a toy, dude. It just looks like a toy. Was the Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles Intercontinental Championship match at SummerSlam supposed to be a triple threat match with Braun Strowman? No, so Braun Strowman's facing The Fiend at SummerSlam, Andrew, and Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles at the moment isn't happening at SummerSlam. It's happening tonight. I imagine it's going to go to a no contest, so, and they're going to have a rematch at SummerSlam or something like that, because that's a match I'm really looking forward to. But they want to get eyes on the product tonight as well, so I understand why you'd put a big match on to get people excited about that. They can't either. Fundamentally, it's the Thunderdome's biggest problem. Yes, it is. I liked it more before the Thunderdome. I don't like change. Observing stuff. A lot of people don't like change. I think there's potential in it. I don't think it's there yet, though. Personally, but other people will agree. What are the rules? Andy, what are the rules on what? On the match? On the I don't know. I don't know what rules you want, my friend. Let me know, and I'll try and answer your question. Or Jack certainly will answer your question because he's a bit further ahead than me. Do you think at WrestleMania 37, the Undertaker and Braun Strowman could have been a one-on-one match? They've never wrestled each other before. I don't think there's. It depends what they do with Braun. If they build him up enough, yeah, sure, why not? At the minute, no, he doesn't feel like. Although he's a champion, he doesn't feel like WWE's biggest star at the minute. It'd make more sense to go Undertaker Fiend, wouldn't it? Or bring back Sting and have Undertaker Sting do a cinematic match. I think that could work. Potentially Finn Balor and Undertaker. I think the Demon versus a Dead Man all sort of writes itself. The Monster versus a Dead Man sort of works, but it's quite similar to Brock Lesnar as well, isn't it? Yeah, and also I didn't really rate the Braun cinematic match either, so I don't know. It could happen. It could happen. It's an interesting thought. Observing stuff. Is it bad, Alex? Not too bad, just a little distracting. Alex, can't you see the stream, man? Are you just listening to me? That's awesome, and I'll try and comment more on what's going on for you. Thank you for subscribing. It's weird. In a sport we all know is fake, that a fake crowd is the weird bit, but it is. Yeah. Yeah. When you pipe in crowd noise and it doesn't go with the natural flow of the event, it is. How far back am I? I'm well. Good time. How's your dad, Seth? Yeah, how is your dad, Seth? So we are getting this Sheamus Big E match still going on. Thoughts on Cassius Ohno? Also, you kind of look like him. Oh no. I'm not having that. I am the exalted one, which is why Mr. Wrestling Hands joins us. A cross between Brody Lee and James Ellsworth. That's me. Sexy. Big E is hip thrusting over Sheamus's face. That's a big flag. You know, something like that, he could really sort of do as like the people's elbow, something like that. I think Big E could get away with. Something modified, you know? That splash felt a bit like the people's elbow. Thoughts? Oh, Joey, hey, what's up, man? Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you have a great weekend, friend. Oh, yeah. So, for those of you that are joining us and Joey, if you are watching SummerSlam, we're not going to be on this channel doing SummerSlam. We're going to be on the Wrestle Stories channel, who's a group that we've done a lot of work with in the past. Awesome channel, done by Maven and Mr. Glean. So we're doing a watch along with them, with me and Dom, hopefully, as long as Dom's got his work done. So that should be a real party. What I'll do is I'll probably put a reminder up on here, so it'll look like we're going live on here, and obviously I'll put in the description something like we're live at Wrestle Story to remind people. Ooh, nice Uranagi by Big E. Again, a lot of Rocky type moves here. I think they start Thunderdome here so they can iron out kinks before SummerSlam. That's exactly why they've done it, Jack. Exactly why they've done it. And they can also see the crowd's reaction to it. You know, how many peni they have to cut off the off the show. Are the screens changing, or is that just me? There's a lot of black screens in the background as well there. I mean, that's a lot of internet, isn't it? Oh, some dude in the background is going like that. Yeah. Not a fan of people that you like. Cough, Liv Morgan. Indeed, Alex. I'm not bowing down to it unless Liv Morgan does something that Corbin's attacked Riddle for no reason. That's because I'm the king. Okay, so we've set up another match later on. Fine, whatever. Oh, Dana's getting involved there. It was mainly Dana that pulled Corbin off, let's be perfectly honest. Big E's just got the win over Sheamus. Nice. Sup, dude. Renzo, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Jeff Hardy for the win. Indeed. Let's hope so. Let's wish that Jeff Hardy is going to return his old theme, No More Words. That would be a really big moment. I think it'd be a really good spot to do that in. Why is New Day playing and Otis and Tucker have got in and Big E's great, though. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that match. I quite enjoy seeing Big E. His moves feel like The Rock, man. He felt very much like The Rock tonight. And there we go. We're getting advertised the AJ. Oh, no. Okay, so there's a developing story with AJ and Jeff. What's this? Oh, Jeff looks injured. Oh. Somebody fell on him from behind. Okay, so that's probably why Jeff's going to lose, because of his knee. Is this happening at Smack? Okay, so we are getting... Oh, and it's on the line. So the Lucha House Party are fighting Shinsuke and Cesaro tonight. Lucha House Party look great, man. I've always been a fan of Grandma Tate. Oh no, they're not going to fight because Shinsuke and Cesaro have attacked them from behind. Come on! I wonder if they're going to get a match at SummerSlam. I know this is for the tag titles, but they might do something funky here. Let's... No, it will be Sting versus Undertaker for the Dream match at WrestleMania 37. Yeah, you're running out of time to do it, aren't you? So let's get it done and do it cinematic as well, so we don't actually have to see them sweat in the ring. Predictions for SummerSlam, says Kai. Thank you so much for joining us, Kai. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on chat. Predictions for SummerSlam. There's loads of matches. Where do I start? Fiend and Braun Strowman. I do think Braun's got it. I think Alexa's going to help Braun win. Randy Orton and Drew, I think they're going to go with Randy. I think they're going to do a quick change and then probably Survivor Series Royal Rumble. There'll be a rematch between Drew and Randy, and Edge will help him win, or Edge will distract Randy enough to build up for their third match. Sort of makes sense, you know. And I don't think it's a bad thing for Drew either to let someone else run with the product for a little bit, so that we can't just blame Drew for dwindling numbers. What other matches are there? There's loads, isn't there? I can't remember the entire card, to be honest with you. Oh, Dominic and Seth. I assume Dominic's going to win. I hope so. The storyline sort of makes sense for Dominic to win, but WWE, who knows? Sonya and Mandy. I really want Sonya to win, and because everyone expects Mandy to win because she's not going to cut her hair again, and also Sonya can do sort of the side. What is it? Undercut. That's the word. I think she'd look really cool. She had the braids in NXT and stuff like that. I think that it'd be awesome for her to win the match, grab the razors, and just go and do it herself. And I think that'd be really hardcore. It'd be cool. We'll see. In terms of the rest of the card, I can't really remember what's on. If there's any specifics you want to know, Kai, ask in chat and I'll get back to you. I'm well behind in chat now, so I need to move on. I feel like the Universal Championship is a consolation prize. Bring back the World Heavyweight Championship. Indeed, man. But isn't that what Braun has, the World Heavyweight Championship? It just needs to stop being the stupid W. Undertaker Sting, WrestleMania cinematic. I'd love that. I'd love it, but why would I say that? Well, because it's Sting and Undertaker, and we've wanted to see it for years. Why not Triple Threat? Fiend, Braun Strowman, and The Undertaker. It'd be interesting. The reason I want to see The Fiend and The Undertaker is much like AJ. I think The Fiend could really sort of carry The Undertaker in terms of work quickly around him to make him have a great looking match. Maybe you look like Cassius Ohno as I compliment you. That's okay, dude. I'll take Cassius Ohno. That's fine. It's all good, Renzo. I keep seeing your partner in the background. Scary has been moping around. tidying stuff up in that. I'd asked her if she wanted to join, and she wasn't interested because it's wrestling. I will watch you on Wrestle Story. Obviously, I'm sad I can't go to SummerSlam. I'm sorry you can't as well, Jack, but at least we'll be here with good people, and a lot of the Wrestle Story viewers will be joining us in, and you know, it's always fun. They're nice people, and we'll try and all have a good time. And Dom will be geeking out over the Fiend. It'll be great. Popcorn Poets, who looks more bored, Tamina or literally everyone living through social distancing? Popcorn Poets comes in there, first comment, with a huge question. Monumental question. Tamina always looks bored. But that's it. Like, the fans on this, like, they're all just watching, and we can hear the crowd noise. It's all Kevin Dunn and his team of merry men that have all got back together after Retribution attacked them. Does it seem like more frequent commercials, or is it just me? Yes, it does. It makes sort of sense from a business point of view because no one's going to turn it off right now. Because people are still excited. Mind you, you've got this match on now, so people might. Although I'm a massive Shinsuke fan. Cesaro's great too. See what happens. Oh, Hulk, yeah. Indeed, brother. No Liv Morgan slander. Dude, you brought her up. You're going to bring her up. I'm going to answer it, man. You know it's going to happen. Imagine screens getting changed. Sorry, I meant Baron Corbin's gimmick. Jack says dead screens in front of hardcam. Yeah, a bit silly, isn't it? Cesaro forever. Cesaro for 100 years. Alex says, do you think Joseph Parks attacked Jeff off Abyss? Really good point, Alex. Really good point, man. I mean, I feel like they wouldn't use Joseph Parks in that role, but they could do. Obviously being introduced as a character, so why not? How's this entrance going to look? I suppose this is quite interesting because this is the third entrance we've seen, and this is a guy sort of not as high on the card as Braun and Fiend, so it'll be interesting to see how this translates. I mean, it looks a bit just like normal Raw, doesn't it? Raw without a crowd. I wish I'd done something a little different with the ramp entrance. Personally. I wish I'd covered up all them bloody lights on the floor as well. I mean, that's really cool if it's NXT, but not main roster. And the face cams are now just a really sort of lazy red video image. I heard some popping, but I didn't see any fireworks. Like WrestleMania, but bigger, or not. Alex loves Shinsuke too. I was your 316 subscriber. Indeed, you was, Alex. Andrew. And you will forever be Stone Cold Steve Austin to me, my friend. When Vince retires, whoever is next, likely Triple H. Fingers crossed, man. I keep thinking Big E is Intercontinental Champion, says Observing Stuff. Yeah, I'd really like to see him have that run, but the problem is they've said New Day's off for 6 weeks, and it's like everyone says he's going to get this big push. He's fought Miz and Morrison, who were a tag team, who, if he was with New Day, just have had Kofi in the corner doing... How many times have we seen that? I mean, he's just had a match against Sheamus, which feels a bit bigger, and it was a good match. I don't know, he felt a little bit bigger today in terms of... Yeah. Oh, someone's got a green screen now. Nice. Grand Metalik versus Shinsuke. Shinsuke's outfit's looking awesome at the minute. I love Shinsuke. Triple H will break the sound barrier, sacking Dunn. Yeah, he will. It's sad they use their existing stage. I think so. I think you've got such a good production on the rest of it. Like, change the stage, man. Change the stage. I think that's it. Rumored that Triple H is leaving or something. Hopefully he doesn't know. I've heard rumors of stuff that he said he's only got so long left. I think he'll keep going if he owns a company though, and try and do something good with it. I think he'd be really excited to try and do something, turn it around. You know, make wrestling exciting again. Push some younger talent. Nice. Sit down powerbomb. Very cool. Too many lasers. Are we supposed to get drones? Dude, they did say we were supposed to get drones. I haven't seen any drone shots yet. Miz and Morrison coming on screen. I wonder if they're going to do Miz and Morrison and Shinsuke and Cesaro at SummerSlam. Oh, the fartist, says Miz. That's a poo joke. Vince will be happy with that. I need to remind Wrestle Story they've still got that video to make of us. We need the drones. I'm waiting to see Vanguard 1, man. I'm waiting to see Vanguard 1. Triple H can't really go anywhere, so he'll stay. Yeah, it depends how much money he needs, I suppose. Braun Strowman rules. Brock Lesnar draws. Yeet! What does yeet mean? Y-E-E-T. Someone educate me. Yeet. I've learned I'm a stan of him, which is like a stalker fan type thing. I've learned lit, which I thought was to do with drug taking, but apparently it's not. It means really, really great, really cappy or something. So yeet. What's yeet? It's kind of ironic that Triple H as a wrestler used politics and bury some talent, but as a booker, he gives people opportunities. It is weird, isn't it, Alex? It's really weird. Yeah. Because he really did bury people in the Attitude Era. And also, sort of his antics, especially with Shawn Michaels, like off camera, were crazy. Shinsuke is back in against Lindsay Dorado now. I feel like Miz and Morrison are going to come out at the end of this and set up a match for SummerSlam. Which is really poor booking, isn't it? Like, it's just come about in this last week, because last week they were fighting Big E, and this week we're going to set up the title match for the titles that don't mean anything. Oh, stupid. Oh, nice flips from Lindsay Dorado. I mean, these are all great talents, man. Wonderful talents. Should we get in triple moonsaults? This will be the third, and he's going to the top for it. Nice. Enjoy that. Nice. Miz and Morrison are the Ant of Deccan wrestling. Ant and Dom of wrestling. Could be Poet Corner poets. I'd guess SummerSlam will have lots of unannounced matches. Yeah, I mean, it feels that way, doesn't it? Wonder how long it's going to go. I'd quite like it if it was 2 nights, but it's not going to be. Obviously, because we've got Takeover. It's a busy weekend, isn't it? It's a busy weekend. Mini M needs to teach you youth talk. Indeed, they do. I miss the botch, man. Where was the botch, pub corner poets? Come on. Roll up. No. Cutter. I mean, let's be honest. The Lucha House Party are always botching. It's partly, because of the style of wrestling as well. They do a lot of risky stuff. What was the point in him flipping him over his back for another roll-up pin? And Cesaro's pinned Lindsay Dorado. Very good. Sorry, I missed the botch, dude. You sound like the person who could be on the channel WrestleLamia. WrestleLamia is awesome, but no, it's not me. I'm afraid it's not me. We're a smaller channel. We're all good. Hope you're enjoying it, Andrew, and thank you so much for joining us. We do these quite regular, so subscribe, turn on notifications, and it'll pop up when we do. I think Triple H learned from his mistakes. I think he had the best teacher to learn from his mistakes, and that was Shawn Michaels. I'd say. Is Kalisto in the tag match, or is he managing? He was managing. Oh, but now Kalisto's having a go at Lince Dorado, and Lince Dorado just pushed him. Grand Metalik is coming between them both. We're seeing a breakup of Lucha House Party. Kalisto's only just come back with a beard and facial fluff. Okay. I mean, I'm good with that. They need a sort of refresh of it. Jeff Hardy is still backstage, getting his knee touched by a medical officer. So Michael Cole and Corey Graves are saying, "Are we going to have this match tonight?" Yeah, I guess we are, but I'm guessing it'll end before we can see it all. Or Retribution might interrupt, and then we get it at SummerSlam or something like that. Would be my guess. Right, Grand Metalik, ouch! I'll have to go back and watch it. Popcorn Poets, Metalik's soul is flying around with the drones right now, probably. At least he was able to get up and finish off that spot and get between them at the end. I saw Sin Cara botch live once at Madison Square Garden. Which botch was that, Jack? Was that the... Oh, so Jeff Hardy was out earlier tonight when Retribution came and attacked, and AJ came from behind and kicked him in the knee behind. An interview where AJ is saying that AJ was only trying to get rid of Retribution. Nice one. I like AJ as a heel. Oh, here we go. AJ's bumped into the other champs, Sasha and Bailey. All the gold. Sasha and Bailey at SummerSlam. I don't know what's happening there with Asuka. I really don't. I wonder if Asuka's going to win both of them. This was one thought I had. Asuka wins both of them, but I think you could go either way. You could take it off Sasha, you could take it off Bailey, whatever. But Asuka wins both of them. And then the payback match that they've already announced is going to be for the tag team titles. They end up putting all the titles on the line against Asuka and someone of her choosing, and she brings Io Shirai because that makes WWE sense. They're from the same part of the world, so they put them together as a tag team. So yeah, have her and Io Shirai sort of win everything or something like that. I think that'd be an interesting call. We'll see. I still don't think, unless you're going to do something like that, Io Shirai's not losing at TakeOver. But if she is doing that, then they might want to have a lose at TakeOver. Who knows? What do you think about weird booking? Oh my god, so many screens are dead. They are, dude. Airbnb banned house parties. Good. Botch match. Salute your brothers match. Of course it was going to be. AJ is probably going to lock in the Calf Crusher. He is, Alex. I think you've called it already, my friend. Theory, Dom is still in education, so is he in Retribution? I think you figured it, Jack. Dom's there. Dom's about the same height as the Retribution, let's be perfectly honest as well. Domtribution, says Alex. Yeah, it's a shame he's not here, man. It's different doing it without him. But thank you also for keeping like the chat active, because that makes it so much easier for me. Do you know what I mean? I do appreciate it, dudes. The botch I saw live was Sin botchy fall off the ring and break his arm. Ouches. Wonder why Vince McMahon could make 2 Universal Championships like the Women's Championships, 1 Universal Championships on SmackDown, 1 on Raw. So you want to see him get rid of the world title on SmackDown and have a Universal Championship on SmackDown? Does the because it's still, I suppose the problem is, Andrew, it's the lineage of the heavyweight championship. Like, if you turn it into something different, then you know you've lost the belt that Hulk Hogan held, and that's something that WWE would want to promote as long as he's not being racist and stuff like that at some point. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's why they avoid having 2 Universal Championships, but it's an interesting idea. I think they look exactly the same now anyway. I mean, the Universal Championship was just a red version of the old World Heavyweight Championship that they was using at the time. Asuka is going to be getting all the gold. I think you're right, Anth. I think so, man. That makes sense. I'm not really that bothered. I'm just interested to see the matches. I'm just interested to see them play out. I'm hoping that they'll give him a lot of time, because the women can go. You know, them 3 women are all great. What do you think Vince meant when he said we wouldn't see it coming? I'm assuming it's going to be the Fiend losing with the Alexa Bliss swerve that she's been helping Braun all along. I suppose it could be anything. Also, there'll probably be a return at some point. Probably Roman Reigns will come back, I think, if he's feeling comfortable with how they're handling things now and stuff like that. I don't know if he is or not, but we'll see. Or maybe Brock coming back. Maybe Brock comes, Fiend wings, Brock comes in, cashes a imaginary Money in the Bank and beats Fiend up, something like that. It's WWE booking. Thunderdome. What will the world title but Raw Universal Championship can be on the same roster, and the SmackDown Universal Championship can be on SmackDown? Good idea. I think you wrote "good idea" at the end there to make me say it was a good idea, but it is a good idea. It's a fine idea if you want to have that. It's just a lot of championships, man. I mean, the Intercontinental Championship doesn't mean that much. Here we go, Mandy Rose in a revealing top. Why is she so orange? Maybe she's going to have Donald Trump in a corner on Sunday. Oh, Mandy's going to talk to Sonya, so she's going to look into the camera. She had lips done again. Oh, what? What? Mandy, you're just looking weak, man. Just say that you're going to go and beat Sonya, not, oh, let's be friends. Oh, let's put it all behind us. Let's not. Oh, facey face. Yeah, no. Look, I like Mandy Rose. She's all right. Sonya's next level. Sonya is absolutely next level. So, like, she needs to go away from Mandy now, I think. Quite enjoying Sasha's entrance. I say less heavy on the lasers and then start moving around, but it is less heavy on the lasers, and that's, you can see it now on Bayley's entrance. It's a lot less heavy, and to me, it's a lot clearer than having these silly lines for the sake of lines going across the screen. Still, we was told we was getting better than WrestleMania type production. I'd expect a bit more pyro. And there it is. And it's just, okay. Yeah. See, it's interesting with pyro because it's not actually that expensive. Not in comparison to everything else they've got going on there. Sasha and Bailey getting into the ring. Sorry, let me go back up. If Alexa helps Braun, would that make her heel? I don't think Braun's heel. I think he's playing the monster that he wants, that the Fiend wants him to become, because then the Fiend's won in the Joker Batman sort of thing. But actually, I think he's just playing as a way to sneakily get Alexa to help him win. And I think Alexa's going to be on every one of them screens going, do you remember what we had, Bray? Bray, I know you're in there. That's what she's going to say. I've wrote it, dudes. I've wrote it. Corey Graves interviewing. Corey's asking if they're splitting up. No. If one of them loses a title and the other one doesn't, you could go with that story. I mean, it's a great story. It's a shame they're not highlighting another female wrestler like Rhea Ripley or someone like that. Retribution in the ring. Leader pulls off mask. Vincent underneath says, "It was me all along." Who did I hear say it'd be Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman coming to take over Raw and SmackDown again? Really funny. It's not. No, fingers crossed. No. Vince was in the ring tonight and did nothing. It took both of them to beat Asuka. Corey Graves isn't his real name, so. Cool. Observe myself. I just realised they took all the fake fans, NXT rookies, and put them in Retribution. Yeah, that's why they had the Thunderdome, just so they could get more people in Retribution. The rest of the story. Hey, dude, it's Maven. By the way, I'm on the YouTube account right now. Hello, Maven. Thank you so much for joining us. So for those that have just joined us tonight, because I know there's a few of you, the Wrestle Story that's in chat there, that's who we're doing the watch along on Sunday for SummerSlam with. So if you want to join us for that, that'd be rock and roll. Hey Maven, hope you're alright. Asuka beat Bailey. Still referencing Kairi Sane, that's nice. Okay, so Bailey said that she'd go first, and now there's a disagreement about who's going to go first because Bailey's going to put Sasha first. And Naomi's coming out. That's interesting. I wonder if Sasha's going to go first, you know. Oh, hello, Ding Dong, says Naomi. What's that all about? Hello, Ding Dong. So Naomi's going to take both of them on. Okay, Sasha said they're on. No, Naomi said which one's first. A beat the clock challenge. Oh, bless Naomi. She's got this awful script to work with, and she's trying her best. Just kicked them both down. So who's going to beat? Who's going to go first, and who's going to beat Naomi the fastest? And I assume that the fastest one will go second. They haven't really established it. It's an interesting way of doing it, but you don't do it with Naomi twice. You do Naomi one, and then you get someone else out shortly. Cool. She'll hey, Wrestle Story says Jack. She's likely she'll get Trump as a manager. Not like he has anything better to do. Indeed, well, he didn't really bother looking after the world or the UK, the Americas, does he? I would laugh so hard if Vince was behind Retribution, ruining his own company. But he did inject the poison when he bought the NWO to WWE. Yeah, the WWE's NWO wasn't quite as entertaining as the WCW one. Mini M, can you teach Anthony to talk youth? So Mini M, I think it was Andrew earlier today said yeet is an exciting expression. What does yeet mean? YEET? Is that right, Andrew? You can write in chat, man. Mini M's my translator, dude. She teaches me youth. Alex says, yes, I'm so happy and shocked they're giving Sonya opportunity. Sonya's awesome. Am I well behind again? Of course I am. Andrew says he misses Braun Strowman's Raw 2008 look. The big tank top, ripped out pants, brown boots, rat tail, and hair. Yeah, man. Braun Strowman did have an awesome look then. I think the difference between Braun Strowman then and now is Braun Strowman just used to be a monster going around flipping up cars and pulling down scaffolding and sort of a believable threat, really. And then they made him smile a lot. Shouldn't have done that. Wrestle Story says maybe. Jack, what's the point of a crowd if they aren't on screen? But yeah, that's part of the problem with the entrances, right? And you can't have them as bright as they are normally because they can be a little bit distracting. But like you can dim down the screen slightly. Sasha and Bailey are boring now. A good call, and I don't know what that was about, Alex, but I'm glad it was a good call. I think they don't show the crowd too much because people are probably flashing their genitals. Maybe that's why all the screens that are black, that are slowly turning black, it's a genital shot, it's a AEW shirt, it's a Benoit shirt. I support Jimmy Snooker. Yeah, probably. Remote learning, anybody? Mini M, I'll be in the SummerSlam chat on your channel as it's the only thing that's better than the fact I was supposed to be at SummerSlam. Awesome. Maybe the Ding Dongs from WCW will be there. What in Retribution? Maybe. I think Bailey's match will be first. I think Naomi meant to say Ding Hello, but Bailey, like Bailey, but I guess she said it wrong. Yeah, she just said Ding Dongs. Weird. Going back to... So the Bailey match will be first. Do you think that'll happen at SummerSlam? I think it's going to be Sasha first at SummerSlam. I don't want Bailey to lose the title. And part of the reason is because she's nearly at a year. She's very close to a year. And you can do some good storytelling once it's been a year. And she can always use that to remind people that she was SmackDown champion for a year. And a year sounds a lot better than 330 days, which I think it is now. So it's nearly there, you know. But you know, we'll see what happens. There's interesting things we can do with it, and I know that you found them boring, but I really like them. Or someone did, not necessarily Alex. Naomi will be Asuka's partner at Payback. Could be. I'd prefer to see Io Shirai. I think that would really mix things up a bit. Give Io Shirai one of the championships off the back of this story is a real good way of introducing her to main roster. See what happens on Saturday. If she loses on Saturday, we know something like that might be happening because I don't think anyone would expect her to lose at TakeOver against Dakota Kai. So this is interesting. So it's a beat the clock challenge with female competitors. So now we're gonna definitely see how much time they give to the female matches on WWE. So, chat, what do we think? How long is this Naomi versus Sasha going to be? I say it's going to be 2 minutes 40. Let's see who gets the closest. Oh, nice. Yeah, it will be interesting because obviously they've got 2 matches to do with this as well. So Naomi flying over the top rope there. Bailey not wanting to get involved because if she loses, I assume she'll go first. Alex goes 4 minutes. That's it. Get your bets in, chat. You'll win 3,000 points that mean nothing. Cover from Banks. I don't know. I think 240 is a good call. About as long as it takes the Usos to get another DUI. So you're saying under 240 then, right? Come on, get these times in chat. I want to see them all. Andrew Restostory says yeet. Ah, yes, the useful language. Yeet is a meme, apparently. Cool. What's a meme? No, I know what a meme is. It's all good. 240. Oh, I thought that roll up could have been it. One, oh right, Wrestle Story goes into it for me. This is awesome. I think Asuka's partner will be Shayna. Yeah, they sort of set that up on Raw, didn't they? But maybe she'll fight Nia Jax in a #1 contenders match to go for Asuka's new Raw Women's Championship. Yeah, I'd be down with that. 1. Expressing a strong emotional reaction, often for humorous effect. It's finally Friday. Yeet! Throw something forcefully in a specified direction. My teacher saw a bug on a tissue box, so she yeeted it out of the door. This is great, Wrestle Story. The youth dictionary that is Maven. Naomi tapped at 340. Or 3:39. So whoever said 4 minutes was closest, baby. There's 2 different definitions of yeet. Thank you. Bailey versus Alaska first. Sasha attacks Asuka to have a DQ and then goes straight into the Sasha match. Could happen. I think apart from my boy CM Punk, when commentary make a thing of how long people are champ, they'll lose. Yeah. It's just something that she can bring up occasionally. And we're going straight into Bailey's match. So she should beat her straight away because Naomi's just been beat. She's going to beat the clock, isn't she? Because then that gives Sasha a reason to complain about. It is quite bad that you don't even get 5 minutes for a match on Smackdown. Just saying. Thanks for the clock at the bottom corner, though, Smackdown. To let us know how much you care about your women's division. But they haven't established who's gonna what it's gonna mean when Bailey beats the clock, Tasha, have we? Cool. Those botch matches are just to throw shade on AEW barely showing women's matches. Maybe that's what it is, because they're giving more time to this than they're doing AEW. 5 minutes, says Jack. Jack, I think it was Alex that was closest. Here, let me explain puffer fish eating carrots. That's a meme. I think I'm going to try and always remember to say meme, because it makes me laugh. Yeet. Young eating elephants and T-Rex. Thank you, Jack. I hate beat the clock matches, so stop watching for a moment. That's all good observing. I mean, I get it. I just don't get why you're using the same competitor, because surely she's just been beat by Sasha. So she should be ready to be beat again. Oh. Bailey didn't beat the clock. Bailey got beat. Alright, I quite like that. That's funny. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, Bailey's angry. Oh, she's pushed away, Sasha. Oh, someone in the background's trying to shout something, but we can't hear you because they're not actually using your sound. Here comes Asuka. Again, pyro dudes. Let's have some pyro. Asuka's hilarious. I never realised she'd be such a comic character. It's great. So much talent in the match. There is, man. Stop doing this to Naomi. She's going to get pinned twice in one night. But she didn't. So it's quite fun. I feel like doing the 2 championship thing is a bit too soon after Becky. And it feels like something that should come like once every 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that looked like a heavy kick from Asuka. Nice. But it looks like Asuka's standing tall here. Which would probably mean she's not winning at SummerSlam, right? Oh, she hasn't helped Sasha, who... Dissension. I like it. I think... Look, we all know it's coming. But, you know, we knew that Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens was coming. And it was still brilliant when it happened, you know? Sometimes wrestling's not... It's not about the shock. It's... we can know what's going to happen and still enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Which is perfectly shown in the Jericho Owens breakup. Asuka's theme from rocks, baby. Can't wait for the Twitter backlash that Naomi is losing 2 matches in one night. Scott, it didn't happen, man. For real. Braun Strowman could beat Brock Lesnar in 2020. I bet you. I'd like to see it because I don't particularly like Brock. I understand why he's there, but Jeff Hardy can stand up. Got his face painted. Jeff is ready to go to AEW. Oh, Firefly Funhouse. Does this all feel a bit rushed? Does this feel like some storytelling that we're trying to... Oh, Sonya in that suit. Boy. Sharp, man. Just hit her, Sonya. Hit Dana Brooke. Bite her head off. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a slap. What a slap. Oh, Sonya's starting to feel like a mob boss. She's brilliant. She just slapped the taste out of Dana Brooke's mouth for no reason. enjoyed. Rock and roll. Let's see what happens. Ronda Rousey as Asuka's partner. Okay. I don't see it. I don't see him bringing back Ronda till the fans are back, to be honest with you. Asuka's theme is a banger. Indeed it is. Braun Strowman rules. Brock Lesnar drools. Yeet. Mimi. Is Asuka wearing an Alexa Bliss tee? I didn't notice, man. I thought it was an Asuka one. It was just one of Asuka's ones, I think. Do you think the Forgotten Sons, apart from Jackson Riker, will be part of Retribution? The character from Wayne's World that Keanu Reeves was wearing the very similar suit to Sonya Deville. Just noticed that. Do I think the Forgotten Sons will be in Retribution? I mean, why not? Give them something to do. I mean, I don't think they'll be the biggest part of Retribution, but I think, yes, fill out the faction, have them in it. Why not? Is it Riker that messaged something about Trump that the company didn't agree with or something like that? I forget. Forgotten Sons. Everyone thought they were going to be massive on SmackDown. They've not done out really. Cool. Do you think will the real Jeff Hardy please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. You know what they say, Sonya? Put in on you. How good was that slap? Dude, that slap was awesome. Awesome. Sorry, we're not big on swearing. Sorry, yeah, we're trying to keep it clean here, Pub Corner Poets. But Pub Corner Poets was showing his appreciation for Sonya Deville, I believe. What shall be in my SummerSlam feast? Don't know. Sex on the beach. That's an alcoholic cocktail. You make it with a bit of sand, seawater, and where's the sex part? You can figure out the rest, I'm sure. This isn't too bad, the SmackDown so far. I think there's a couple of really pointless story beats, like the Finn's coming out's nice at the beginning, but then not have the Fiend do anything to him, and have Braun come out and have it all interrupted by Retribution feels really weak storytelling to me. What do you guys think of the show so far? I'm going to do a review as we normally do, sort of half hour after the end of the show. I do need to reset it all up though, because I started off streaming this show on the review one. Stupid. It's not me, it's me. Meme. I wish I could say it in voice chat so you would understand the definition of it, but I can't voice chat. Yeah, I know it's meme. I just find it funny to call it meme. Meme, yeah. The show's TV 14 now, guys. This show is... Oh, no. Actually, there was just a TV PG sign in the corner. Pub Corner Poets. Sorry. Sonya Deville. It was exactly what she said she was going to do. So, what is it that Mandy wants? Oh, we're raising the stakes. A no DQ match. The loser is leaving WWE. Oh, she's so good. She's so good. Really interesting, because they've just put Sonya Deville to do a promo to the crowd of no one. Actually, a really difficult position to put someone in terms of you are the first person that's going to go to this semi-crowd and do a a promo on the stage. That's the first person that's done it, right? By themselves, and what a position to trust Sonya with, you know. And she could. That's a mean promo, man. That is a mean promo. Well, we're getting the Firefly Funhouse now. So we're seeing. Oh, this is all previously. This is all what's happened in the past. PG era is over. I had a cocktail. I had a cocktail called Cactus Jack in York. Nice, nice. Says Alex. Sonya taking some time out. Oh, you reckon that's what that is? Well, so if you're talking about what happened to Sonya sort of last week with the crazy fan that sort of went into a house with a knife and some duct tape and all that, I heard somewhere today that the other person that was in the house was Mandy, and it just wasn't revealed as Mandy because obviously the feud didn't at the time, but they are best friends in real life, you know. So I don't know, unless Sonya needs a time off, if that's what she needs, and that's cool, man. I mean, like, I'd rather. And then it seems harsh to have her out full stop for SummerSlam if that's the case. Maybe you have Sonya lose and you have Sonya go to WWE Underground. Maybe that's how they want to play it. Oh, we've seen all this. Like a moth to the flame. An ODQ match seems like hiding lack of talent. I mean, Sonya's not lacking talent. She's great in the ring. I really enjoy her. I really enjoyed her in NXT, to be honest, when she was Daria Benito, is I think her real name. Seen all this. Heavy on the promos again. Thank you, WWE. Wait, what? Says Alex Smith. The commentary chairs look so comfy. They look more comfy than my sofa, dude. With the pillows that go back. Hey, are you thinking you because you're very quiet? Just a question. Sorry, don't get what you mean, my friend. Hey, are you thinking you because you're very quiet? Oh, can you not hear me very well? Is the sound alright? I might have just been quiet because I was thinking about something, yeah. Or trying to listen to the promo. Nikki Cross. Talking about Alexa Bliss being different. I feel like Nikki Cross has got the back end of this deal with Alexa. I don't think they dealt with the fact that she left her in the ring and all that sort of stuff very well. She has a feeling something terrible is about to happen. One might say you will never see it coming. Cool. Strength of brawn to plank Alexa so long. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. There were rumors of WWE unbanning the package pile driver. Would you like Kevin to bring back the package pile driver? Yeah, absolutely. Well, WWE are doing it all the time at the minute. Could do that, Alex. Sound is sound. Nikki has Alexa T. Lol. Indeed, she does. I feel like Sanity could have survived if they brought Nikki up with them, says Alex. Yeah, I agree. The booking of Sanity was terrible. Another main roster mess. Yeah. Sanity could have done Retribution properly. AJ Styles is coming out. Wow, this is quite early, is it not? I suppose they're going to do Fiend Braun at the end. By the way, we got Corbin and Oh, Daniel Bryan's sent in a Zoom call. The Thunderdome. Rock and roll. Nice to see Daniel Bryan. Oh, nice. Nice pyro on the ring. I do like when he does the thing at the top, though, and they do the pyro on the side like they used to do. So they're doing this quite early, but then again, I suppose they're going to end with The Fiend and Braun, because that's the big SummerSlam match, isn't it? So hopefully we get a good result in this one. Is there AWT on screens on the hard cam side? I didn't notice, man. Is there anything on the? I presume that means out. I don't think so. I don't think it'd make any sense to. I haven't noticed anything. So you just got to be a bit more careful with your shots. But it's doable. I miss Daniel, man. Congrats on him having a kid. Indeed, man. Didn't him and Nikki have it like on very similar, like around the same time as well? Brie and Nikki have them together. Yeah, good for them. Good for them. Second kid for Daniel Bryan, obviously. Do you think, this is Alex, do you think they'll do a Yes Movement revival storyline and that's how Bryan becomes champ again? Maybe. It'd be a good idea when you get fans back because fans will be ready to chant yes. You know what I mean? Like, having all this sort of pent up, we're all stuck inside. We all just want to go to a gig or a concert or a wrestling event and just go off our head, you know, and just sort of all cheer for being able to do that again, you know. So AEW, obviously that was announced earlier this week. They're having crowds very soon. Not sure that I agree with that, to be perfectly honest. Florida's just, it's got a lot of cases at the minute, and I don't think you should be opening anything up because it's just going to carry on going. Maybe herd immunity will help them in the long run. I don't know, but hopefully the hospitals can not get overwhelmed and we lose people too soon. You know, I hope that doesn't happen, and that's my concern with stuff like that. And you know, AEW doing that, I don't necessarily agree with. I see what they're doing, and I see the safety around it, and it's in an outside venue, and I get that. And we're sort of doing that in England. I'm still not massively comfortable with it, even though I was in pub yesterday. I'm still not massively comfortable with it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. We'll see what happens. I miss Daniel, man. Congrats on him having a kid, indeed. Nikki and Brie had a day apart. Did they really? Wow. Cool. The real crowds, right? Because they're selling tickets to AEW. Yeah, so they've said it's at the start it's going to be 10% capacity, and then they're going to move it into 15% capacity as its current max. They're also talking about social bubbles. So if you buy a ticket with a group of four, you four will be by yourself, basically. Drew McIntyre. Everyone's tweeting out how great it is, how great it's looking. They're just showing the locker room. Last one with AJ Styles. Yeah, they didn't show any fan tweets, though, did they? Yeah, again, like you've got no fans in this bit. Like isn't that the part you want them for? See what happens in the future. Here comes Jeff Hardy. Oh, that's a really cool shot with the sort of upwards and the spider legs coming down. A bit like Kiss's tour, actually. Florida has a casual relationship with the law, I'm afraid. Yep. Well, I don't know. I think the problem is there's no law there's no sort of instruction from the government. I kind of hope they sort it well for WrestleMania. Indeed. So nice of Jericho to lift the ban of fans. Well, he will play concerts to a load of people not wearing protection and all that sort of stuff. Jeff was just sort of stood there for a long time watching Retribution attack, wasn't he? Nice, Jeff's getting pyro. Cool, good for him. Hopefully we don't have to go on with the alcoholic storyline anymore. That was just rubbish. Why would you have him wearing trousers as well? Why wouldn't you do shorts or something so that you can show off the brace? Obviously that's the story of this match. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. This I'm really looking forward to this match. I think Jeff knows it's good as well because he sort of really played into the story of it straight away. The underdog Jeff, this is cool. Jeff is going to lose because of the knee injury thing. Indeed he is. Red Creeper 657. Hello Red, hope you are doing well my friend. Thank you for joining us. Jeff injured match will be at SummerSlam. Yeah. Selling it as a big match though, it's good. What would be your reactions if Reigns was to be the leader of Retribution? I think you just got my reaction there, Alex. I think it'd be stupid. I think what a way to really kill Roman Reigns forever. Roman Reigns and the school kids, so. Hey, if you to do something where Reigns turns heel or does something like that, then I'd be down to see it. Oh, it's playing quite early into this match, isn't it? Come on, Jeff. I'm quite into this already. He is Andrew280. Why did you put me in timeout? Because I said PewDiePie too much. Just wondering. Yeah, probably. I was uncomfortable with the alcohol story for personal reasons, and I bet others were too. Indeed. Reigns isn't the leader. Dom is. Did you see the segment where Styles tried to erase Hardy's name but wrote it in permanent marker and AJ got mad? Yeah, that was hilarious. It's funny how much time Jeff spent writing that name as well, doing a proper full-on signature. However, the top part of it didn't rub out either, so AJ must have known that the pen was that. Why did I put you in timeout? I didn't understand. It's our moderator that put you in timeout. I don't know exactly why because I can't see all the messages, but I'm sure Jack can explain. If you was because from what I can see, you were saying to sub to PewDiePie, but I don't think it's that relevant here. I would assume so. Probably why. It was hilarious, Alex. Yeah, and Joseph Parks' face too. Yeah. Joseph Parks was great, and actually, he got a real positive reception as well. In terms of, I was expecting him to a lot of people to not enjoy the sort of overacting that he was doing, but actually, people loved it, and I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Oh, Styles looked like he slipped off the apron there. Oh no, that was intentional. I think it's caught his knee. Oh, at least I've got the trousers, and you can see the knee brace now. Good, excellent. Didn't they create the PISS system or something? Who's that? Oh yeah, it was a it was a dig at AEW, wasn't it? It was a dig at AEW's statistics mean something and stuff like that. Which, yeah, fair enough. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. AEW's matches matter and the ratings mean something is junk. It doesn't really work in the context of wrestling. Ultimately. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that again. It's annoying, I understand. Can you please make my Andrew298 account not in timeout? I think we can. Sorry, I don't. Yeah, I think we can, mate. Try and come back. I think it's. It's a time thing, so it's only like 300 seconds or something. So if you come back, it should be fine. Yeah, no, it's fine, mate. It's obviously like we're here talking about wrestling, not about PewDiePie, and you've been great having in chat, to be honest with you, all night. So, you got some real good ideas. Oh, the cycling fans really fast. Cool, although might get distracting. Are they actually, Jack? I didn't notice that. Are they moving positions, I assume? But why? Why? And where's the guy in the lime green jumper with the smiley face? Like, he should be on, Jack says it's 5 mins now, so you should be okay now. So you should be okay to come back on your other account, dude. Cut into ads during a championship match. Dab, says Pub Corner Poets. Yeah, man. Yeah. WWE. And this is part of the reason I really would like to see this at SummerSlam and sort of give him 15 minutes and just a really sort of entertaining match and look, it's not something we've not seen before in TNA, but nice to see him in WWE. It would have been nice to see him on that platform. I assume we're still going to get him on that platform, but this injury angle might mean that we don't. Be a shame. Maybe you could really sort of push Big E though and go Big E and AJ at SummerSlam. But you're not giving any time for these stories to breathe, are you? I mean, let's be honest. It looked like they were setting up Matt Riddle and Corbin earlier as well. It's just even like the Bailey Sasha Asuka stuff. Like that felt like it didn't want given enough time to breathe towards the end. Like what was it? Yeah. Yes. I mean, look, not a lot's happened on the Smackdown. In terms of furthering stories. Interesting with the Sasha Bailey stuff. I don't know what that means. Can anyone tell me what that means? Has anyone actually been listening? Does that mean Sasha's going first because she lasted longer? Yeah, and the long hair guy too. Yeah. Yes, they are, but the changing backgrounds is jarring. Yeah, because the backgrounds aren't all the same as well. So some look really sharp, and then cameras are all different because not everyone has lighting. It's a WWE fan, and they haven't put any stipulations on what you need in terms of camera quality or anything like that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it goes right the way around. It looks like it stops there. Yeah, going black a lot, aren't they? I was worried when you first saw it yesterday and you saw the sort of pictures of it. I was worried that the outlines of the wrestlers would be really. So LED screens work on strips, and I was worried that you'd see like the lines of the wrestlers would look really strippy. Does that make sense? It looked like jaggedy because of the light from behind. But actually, it's not having that effect at all, so nothing to worry about. Covered by Hardy. No. Yeah, why do we have a break during the championship match, man? Red is the 319 subscriber on this account. Yeet, yeet, Mimi. Thank you, dude. Jeff needs this win. Needs this win. Indeed. Jeff Hardy says, "You're in my head," because he had the whole urine storyline with Sheamus. Just explain it. Jeff Smakers come off very quickly during this match. Oh, no, went for the twist of fate, but the Pele kick got him down instead. Who was it? Was it Pub Corner that said about that? Yeah, cutting to ads, and this is part of the problem because they're sort of playing that they're exhausted and stuff like that. But actually, we've only seen sort of 4 minutes of action from them, and we know they can go longer than this, you know. And I get it, but a lot of it is because of the adverts and because we're not seeing a full match play out where they can get to this point and actually have this spot, deservedly so, you know? It don't feel deserved, it don't feel earned. Oh! Jeff, like, fell off the top rope, but he proper, like, did a little dance on the top rope as he went on. It was fun. Let's watch that in slow-mo. How many times? Whoa, hey! Yeah, if you didn't know the story, that looked like a proper botch. At the time, Matt Hardy did the pose out on the outside of the ring. He was with the tag team at the time, I can't remember who. Oh, went for the Stars Clash and got hit in the stomach. And he goes to celebrate, goes to do his entrance pose and just falls straight through the rope because the other wrestler had his foot on the bottom rope. That was real good by Jeff. Yeah, how can AJ win if he can't do a senton, if he can't get to the top rope? And there goes the submission. The calf crusher. Oh, AJ got to the rope. Cool, good. Thoughts on Chad Gable's heel turn? What heel turn? He was half-faced last week, wasn't he? When he felt bad for what he did to Riddle, was it? Just a waste of time, innit? I mean, you could do something great with Chad Gable. He's a wonderful talent, and they're not. Honestly, I'd send Chad Gable back to NXT and let him have a story with something. AJ going for the Styles Clash. Oh, so the knee brace hit him in the face. And the twist of fate, and suddenly the knee's looking okay. Nice. So is Jeff going to win this? And he's using the knee brace as a way of countering the Styles Clash. He's not wobbling. Swanton bomb. 1, 2, 3. Get in. And the crowd do nothing. The crowd shifted a bit. One of them went to put the kettle on. Oh, the blurry crowd there that we focus in on. Oh, WWE. You expected more of a reaction, didn't you? But people are in the homes. People don't cheer in the homes. Oh, there is a little kid at the front cheering during the replay. Great. Great, man. Jeff Hardy only bloody won because he used the knee brace into the face of Hart. That's great. What a story. Awesome. Oh, I'm down for that. Didn't expect that. I think Sasha's first. I think Bailey's first because she lost. Exactly. No one knows what the stipulation is. Yeah, Hardy won. Yep. Yeet. Might be. I did not expect Hardy. No, man. No, I did not either. Throw out. Oh, they cut him off. Why did they cut him off? They're running out of time. Well played, Jeff. Awesome. Oh, and we've gone straight into Huskus the Pig Boy and Rambling Rabbit. That's next. Okay, yeah, of course it is. Oh, why did they cut him off? Oh, I suppose adverts, but I mean, it feels like we've got a lot of adverts tonight, doesn't it, chaps? Got to pay for them screens somehow. I love the way when Jeff won, they were like, "Oh, we'll zoom in on the crowd," and then everything went blurry, and it was just like, you know, some guy was on the phone to his mum. Jeff has great crumple physics. Indeed, he does. I need to get Jeff Hardy into a video game. Just every video character should be Jeff Hardy. Just, what's better, the United States Championship or the United States Champion Trip or the United States Championship? I like the new design. Okay, so I much prefer the new design, actually. I know a lot of people don't. I felt like the old one looked like a toy with the sort of red, white, and blue really obvious on it. I'm not a massive fan of the font, if I was to go really picky on it. But I also like the fact that the winged eagle is gold again, and it sort of reminds me of that old championship belt, the winged eagle belt, which is one of my favourite belt designs of all time. So I'm a big fan of it. And I think titles are a hard thing, and it gets a lot of grief. But every title, whenever it comes out, gets a lot of grief because everyone has their idea of what a perfect title should be. And the other thing is, people don't like change. You know, I think it was observing stuff earlier. Sort of said how it feels like a big change, and it is difficult sometimes to get into that new change. You know, whatever that is. And that's just part of what we need to sort of go through, and that's fine, you know. That's just the way humans are. I like the new design. I think it would be better if the top part between the stars was blue. The star, I can't really think of it. I've been on this live stream for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much, dude. Rematch on Sunday, dude. I want the rematch on Sunday for sure, and the crowd will be mild, indeed. Jeff Hardy won. The big moment. There was trying to recreate that WrestleMania 33, I think it was. 33 Hardy return moment of Jeff winning the Intercontinental belt, shocking everyone. And everyone's reaction was, well, stuck at home. Can't wake our lass up. She's in bed. I think I reacted more probably than half the crowd. Not that I want to be on it. I wouldn't want to be on it, to be perfectly honest. I'd much prefer just chatting to you guys. It's all good. I kind of wanted Styles to win and have a long reign, but I'll take Hardy. It feels fresh, Alex. You know, it just feels a little bit fresh. Oh, here he is with Parks again. And it was clever as well. It was clever booking. Didn't see that coming. Oh, he's pointed at a coleslaw and said that's why he's... I know I'm sort of repeating myself from last week, but I think that them two are being put together because I don't think AJ is very happy with the company after the whole Gallows and Anderson thing. So I think they've said, you know, we'll give you some. What do you want? And they're obviously friends from TNA. So yeah, good. It's going to be Firefly Funhouse, one would assume. Do you like 2K19 better than 2K20? Yes. 2K19 is the best WWE game. Can I put a shout out for Here Comes the Pain or Shut Your Mouth there? Some of the old games were great, Andrew. The new games just feel a bit simulation heavy. I did an interview on the channel with a bloke called Scott J01, and he makes mods for the old Smackdown, Here Comes the Pain, and Shut Your Mouth and stuff like that. I think he's working on Smackdown versus Raw 2011 at the minute. Go check out the interview, man. He does some good stuff. So Thunderdome's got an upgrade, but Firefly Funhouse hasn't. In fact, the set dressing, they couldn't even bother to do up the bloody MDF that they put on the walls. You can see where it's a fake set. Jesus. Love can be a terrible thing. You can say that again, Bray. Oh, he's on his hurt phone. That's Bruce Pritchard voice doing that. Oh wow! So Maven, this is hilarious. On Wrestle Story last week, she did a whole. You'd have to go back and watch it. It's real funny on last Friday's Wrestle Story show. They did a whole reenactment of Braun and Alexa and the Fiend using the figures. It's just really funny, really crazy, and that's exactly what they're doing on Smackdown. It's all because of Maven, man. Get these hooves. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to catch all this for the review. Oh, come on. Is this adding anything to the match at SummerSlam? Oh, Bray's farted. He's smelling his fart. Or maybe Braun smells like swamp now. Oh, here he is. Braun's coming to the imagination land of... Camera just showed that it was only one piece of MDF there. Braun's not hitting anything because we can't hear any connections. And he just went, oh! Oh, no. I'm not finished with you. Okay. Are we going to take him to the arena? Oh, oh, oh! Didn't really add up, did it? Let's hope they improve in the next 10 minutes. I'll get you to comment. Sorry, guys. Rock and roll. 2K19 is way better than 2K20. It's not even close. You know Dom. So Andrew, you won't know Dom. Dom is my podcast partner on here. He's normally with us, but he's working tonight. He still plays 2K20. I can't believe it. I don't even play 2K19 to be honest with you. I only installed them both because it took way too much space, and there's other games that are better to play. I really want to get back into Fire Pro Wrestling actually. Because the WWE games take about 100 gig as well. They're just ridiculous. No Mercy and No Mercy is another great game. SmackDown Here Come the Pain is one of my favourites. Fighting Jeff gets his mic time cut out when saying something positive. Yeah. It's not good, is it, man? I mean, it wasn't good. Here Comes the Pain was so good, especially the season mode. Indeed. I might get a copy of Scott's version of it that he's worked on and do a playthrough of it. If that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know in the comments, because it's quite a bit of work for me to do. But if you guys want that, make it happen. If you'd be interested in watching a playthrough of Here Comes the Pain, or maybe even because the newest Smackdown he's done, I think he's done some edits to the GM mode. Would you rather watch a season mode or a GM mode? Let me know. Let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up. Yeah, it was actually good storytelling. AJ thinking that injuring Jeff would help him out, but actually it hurt him. Alex, it was really good storytelling for WWE. I didn't see it coming at all. And as soon as he went for the Star Splash and I saw the face, I went, oh, that's really clever. Oh, he's getting the win here. Brilliant. WWE have their finger on the pulse, an Xbox One and PS4 sponsorship. Is that on the pulse? Because it's nearly PS5 and Xbox One next, is it? I think. I don't know. I just hate 2K20 because the controls are different. It got worse reviews and so many glitches. It's just a bad game. I think 2K19 is a lot better. I like the older games too. Yeah, 2K19 is way better than 2K20. 2K20 is a glitchy, horrible mess. Fiend Bray, too much love will kill you every time. Yes. Wasn't Bruce Pritchard Brother Love? Indeed he was. You might be tripping. Also, by the way, yeet! Oh, Mimi. Yeah, man. Bruce Pritchard is producing a lot of the Bray Wyatt segments. So he actually produced the Firefly Funhouse, which you've probably heard me talk about too much, and I didn't rate it, but everyone else loved it, which is cool. But yeah, he produced a lot of that as well. So. And he's helped Bray a lot by the sounds of it with his Fiend character. So his podcast is really good as well. You should check out Bruce Pritchard, especially if there's like specific bits you want to listen to. So many good backstage stories. So many good backstage stories. I mean, the power of love is a curious thing. Makes some men weep and other men sing. Indeed. Indeed, Jack. Very Bruce that as well. He was Alex. How did Bray not know Braun was in the Funhouse? Corey's talking about how he's infiltrated the infiltrate the funhouse that's in a parallel universe, and what are they talking about, you plonkers? Okay, so it's just backstage. That's where it normally is. Braun beating Bray. They've got to do something big here, haven't they? Braun will do something feat of strengthy. Here we go. This camera feels like it was set up earlier. Gonna choke slam him off. Off the tunnel. We see a shot of Bray to see him like. Okay, so Bray's down. You're going into the loading knots. Let's see the actual fall. Show us the. Oh, they've got an ambulance there. Thank goodness. Is this? I mean, he might be unconscious, but is Braun Strowman going to eat the ambulance? Is that what's going to happen here? Right, the EMTs are getting out the bed. We need more. This can't be there. That can't be the spot. Okay, the zebra's around. Everyone's trying to make sure Brain's safe. So we're supposed to feel like he took a big bump, guys. I don't think any EMT would actually say that in real life. I feel like they're trying to get you to feel sorry for Bray as the monster, but I also feel, how can you feel sorry for the man who we know is the unbeatable Fiend? we know that there's something darker inside him, so how can we hate Strowman? Is that what they're expecting me to feel? Is he going to go in and come out as a fiend or something like that? This feels... And also, it was like a choke slam from sort of 6 foot. I mean, onto concrete. Are they going to show us exactly what happened? Are you going to show us an angle that works this time, then? No, you're going to show us the exact same thing. With the ambulance in the background, thank goodness that was a... Yeah. And also, as Bray's legs like left the screen, it looked like they'd stopped for a second because he landed on the crash mat, obviously. Get out of my way. And the men are able to jump off. So that segment that they were jumping off there on that camera cut was about 2 foot. This in it. Are you guys enjoying this? Let me know. Because I'm going to moan about it in my review. Go on, Braun. Braun beat the end. Eat the ambulance. Knife and fork. Braun's going to be driving the ambulance. The garage door's not opening. Oh, there's light in the back of the ambulance. Right, they've got boxes set up there for him to jump into. It's going to reverse, and the ambulance is going to reverse, and it's going to be Braun driving it. Because we've had that story with the Roman Reigns thing, right? I know it was Roman that drove Braun into it, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Florida need all of its ambulances out working right now. Oh, it's turned. There's red lights in the ambulance. Oh my word. And there's the drop. So it's at about chest height. So it was like a fall off the apron. Oh, it's a fiend. And... Oh, it's him, says Corey Graves. And he sticks his tongue out. Eh. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm just not behind this. And that is going to be it. Yeah, should have ended with the Hardy Jeff match, shouldn't we? I'm going to get through all your comments and stuff that you've been writing. Sorry if my reaction's not what you guys expect. I just don't get it. I don't get it. That was rubbish. Am I supposed to be excited? Am I supposed to think that Braun's a heel? I don't. I know that he's just attacked the guy that's the Fiend. He comes out. He's the Fiend out the ambulance. Are you kidding? Is that your go home angle? Are you kidding? The last 2 weeks have been better, and last week was a repeat of the week before. Not last week, the week before. Oh my word! I'm sorry, guys. I'm just yeah. Right, let's go call over your comments, and then I'm gonna go away and have a drink, and then I'll come back and do my review and tell you my thoughts. I bet you know my thoughts on the end. If Dom was here, if in fairness, if Dom was here, he'd be buzzing about it, I'm sure, and it'd be great. Let me know. Are you buzzing about that? Is it just me being daft and not getting it? That was stupid. It was stupid. The pub called the Poets. Yeah, sorry, we've read that. WWE have the finger on the pulse. We've read that. I just hate 2K20 because the controls are the worst. The reviews are worse. There's so many glitches. It is terrible. Fiend Bray, too much love will kill you every time. Yes. Oh, we've read all these. Sorry, dudes. I mean, the power of love is a curious thing. Makes some men weep and other men sing. How did Bray not know Braun was in the funhouse? He didn't hear the door. That's why. The 3 sheets of MDF that weren't even painted together, there was gaps in between them because all the production for this show went on the Thunderdome. Yeah. I'd watch it, and sorry, I don't know what it is. Oh, right, the channel. Cool, thanks, man. I might do it, man. Cold Stone says so. Hulkamania, brother. Well, it's actually Hulkamania when you're in here, Andrew. It's Xbox Series X. There we go. Do you think Alistair will turn heel and become a disciple of Seth Rollins? Asked Alex. No, I sort of feel like I think Alistair might be with Retribution. I'm sorry. I know that's not what any of us want, but I think so. Apparently, Vince isn't happy with the gimmick and wants to change it. And the only thing that I see that's coming into WWE at the minute is Retribution. Who knows? They just need a face for that because it's not working at the minute. They killed the champion tonight. All the little people jumped on Braun. It was a bit like Kindergarten Cop with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where all the kindergarten kids are just jumping on the giant. Mad. Recon WrestleMania will be in Thunderdome, perhaps if the world's not back to normal. Hopefully, it gets a little bit tighter. But I enjoyed the presentation. It was nice. It was different. It was something cool. I knew it. Fiend kills everyone in the ambulance. Yeah. It would kind of make sense because Dominic couldn't save Black in time before his eye got steel stepped. You mean Dominic couldn't save Mysterio? Or did he get steel stepped as well? I'm so lost with that story, to be honest. I think Dominic's winning on Saturday. There we go. There's the ambulance. Yeah, first masks I've seen all night. Why who was wearing masks? Was one of the zebras wearing masks or something like that? Anybody remember the RKO meme? Which one? Yeah, I've seen several. I do crash mat job. Yeah, I can't watch a show. Ambulance match. Sorry, Alex. Sorry, mate. I'm not explaining what's going on because I'm just reacting to it. Basically, it was a load of crap. You'll see it on WWE in a bit on the YouTube. He did a weak choke slam off a 2 foot, 3 foot step onto some concrete. Fiend lay there dying, or not the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Got in an ambulance. It drove off. The doors didn't open. It reversed very slowly. The referees were like, "Oh my word!" And then the lights in it turned red, and the Fiend got out and went boo and stuck his tongue out. You go home, Angle. Where to, Stephanie? So are Fiend and the Bray the same guy? Well, yeah. Do you think the Fiend will ever be unmasked during a match? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's an angle you can go with at some point. Yeah, I think you could do something interesting with that. That once he's not the Fiend, because he's not a horror character. Is he a part of Bray's personality that reveals itself when Bray needs help or what have you? Maybe. You could do something interesting. Take the mask away. Does the Fiend still exist without the mask? Maybe. I think Seth is going to win versus Dom. Oh dear. Okay, cool. I know a lot of people that think the same, so I think it's really sort of coin flip. I really do. Ambulance drivers wore masks. Good. See, they know how to keep themselves safe. Wrestle Story are live. They are live right now, and that's my cue to clear off. Dude, it's been really nice chatting with all of you. Thank you so much for keeping me entertained during Smackdown. I thought it was all right. I'm going to do a review of it in about 10:30. I'll come on with a review. Just let me get a drink and that, a cup of tea. Oh, this is interesting. So 205 Live's now playing, and they've still got all the fans staying. Well, this is different to a normal house show, isn't it? Unless they've doubled up fans. I wonder how many times they've doubled up. I can't wait to see, like, people make videos of people that did rude things and all sorts. People will be combing through that 2-hour show. But it has been awesome having you all here. Thank you so much for keeping my night entertaining. We'll do you want to do the whole year? You want to do the whole year? See you in the review. Thanks, Alex. That's awesome, mate. Thanks so much for joining us. And, do watch a review. And it'll be the same format as always. I'll do the review because it's easier if people come back, I think. And then we'll just chat. We'll just have a chat. You know what I mean? It's all good. Andrew, last comment. Do you think Braun Strowman could go to Raw in 2021 and Brock Lesnar goes to SmackDown? What do you think? Why was Brock Lesnar? Oh, he must have been Raw, mustn't he? Because he got beat by Drew McIntyre. So yeah, he must have been Raw. Goes to SmackDown, but then he was in SmackDown like half a year ago because that's where he beat Kofi, isn't it? And then the titles got changed brands or something. Yeah, I mean it could absolutely happen, mate. It could absolutely happen. Yeah, do the whole year with a countdown too. Alex, I am not into that corny rubbish. You know this. Yeet. Dudes, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully a few of you will join me in the review. If not, have a great night and watch it whenever in the morning. Wrestle Story are live now if you want to go. Head across there, send them some whole year love. And yeah, great. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for keeping me entertained. This has been quite difficult by myself, but because of you guys like constantly writing chat and stuff, it makes it a lot easier. So thank you so much. And thank you for like 316 subscribers, because that's the bottom line. So said so. All you're getting. Rock and roll. Until next time. Oh, 5. We'll say whole year in 5. Whisper it to... I need to do it like Dom, don't I? Alright, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to count it down like a claymore. And after I count down from 5, we're all going to say whole year together and all party and rejoice and wake up our neighbours or not. Don't wake up your neighbours. Whisper it into a pillow or smother yourself with a pillow. Don't like too hard though. I don't want any sort of deaths on my hand. Gurgle it into a glass. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, and that sounds really sodding lonely saying that by myself. See you soon.
This is Broken Matt Hardy. Thank you for watching the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast.